CNEARS, 7 Simple Exercises for Stronger Legs at Home. Have you ever woken up and felt like your legs belonged to someone else? Like the stairs suddenly became a mountain and the simple joy of walking to the mailbox felt like a chore? If you are over 60 and worried that your legs are getting weaker, stay with me for the next hour. I am about to show you 7 incredibly simple exercises you can do at home, no fancy equipment, that rebuild strength, confidence, and the freedom to move without fear. We all know the feeling. You stand up from a chair and hesitate. You avoid stairs. You tell yourself you are being careful, but inside there is a quiet panic. What if I fall? What if I cannot keep up with my grandchildren? What if I lose my independence? Weak legs are not just a physical issue. They erode confidence, steal joy, and secretly shrink the life you once had. The good news is this is fixable. The even better news is you do not need hours at the gym. You need a simple plan, done consistently, that respects your body and gives it a reason to come back stronger. Here is the truth most people miss. Strength for everyday life does not come from massive muscles or fancy machines. It comes from small, consistent, practical movements that train the exact patterns your legs need. Standing up, balancing, stepping, and absorbing small shocks. If you practice those patterns with the right form and the right emotional intention, gentle courage, you will change the trajectory of your body in weeks. Not someday. Weeks. Before any strengthening, we prepare the body. This is not busy work. It wakes up balance, circulation, and confidence. Stand tall beside a chair or counter you can hold lightly if you want. March in place gently for 60 seconds. Swing your arms slowly by your sides and imagine pumping blood into your muscles. Then do ankle circles. Lift one foot slightly off the floor and make 10 slow circles one way, then 10 the other. Repeat with the other foot. Finish with 3 slow hip hinges. Hands on thighs, hinge forward from the hips as if bowing to someone you love, then stand tall. Each movement is small, safe, respectful. Notice how your body responds. That is your starting point. Exercise 1. Sit to stand. Why this matters: standing up from a chair is one of the most common functional movements. If you can do this confidently, you can manage most daily tasks. How to do it? Sit near the front edge of a firm chair, feet hip distance apart, knees bent about 90 degrees. Lean your torso slightly forward, press through your heels, and stand up in a controlled motion. Use your hands on the armrests only if absolutely needed. Pause at the top for one breath, then sit back down slowly, keeping control. Representatives and sets. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions, 2 sets. Rest 1 minute between sets. If you feel strong, progress to 3 sets and increase representatives to 12. Modifications. If rising from a low chair is too hard, use a higher seat or add a cushion. If it is too easy, cross your arms over your chest or hold a small household object like a water bottle to add a little weight. Tips and cues. Imagine pushing the floor away behind you. Keep your chest lifted and gaze forward. Breathe out as you stand. Inhale as you sit. If your knees slide forward, move your feet slightly back under your knees until you feel the weight in your heels. Emotional note. Celebrate every single stand. Each one is a vote for independence. When you finish, say quietly to yourself, "I can do this." Exercise 2. Heel raises. Why this matters: strong calf muscles help with balance, walking, and preventing trips. They are small but mighty. How to do it? Stand behind a chair, holding the back lightly for balance. Feet hip distance apart. Shift your weight into your heels and rise up onto your toes slowly, lifting your heels as high as comfortable. Pause for a breath, then lower with control. Representatives and sets. Do 12 to 15 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets. Modifications. If balance is an issue, perform seated heel raises, sit in a chair and lift your heels while keeping toes on the ground. To make it harder, try single leg heel raises once you build confidence. Tips and cues. Think of lengthening through the spine as you lift. Avoid bouncing. Count 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Breathe steadily. If your ankles feel stiff, smaller lifts are fine. Progress is about consistency, not perfect range. Story prompt. Remember your younger self on tiptoes reaching for something special. Bring that feeling here. It makes the movement feel playful rather than clinical. Exercise 3. Seated march and knee lift. Why this matters? This builds hip flexor strength and coordination, which helps walking speed and the ability to lift your legs over curbs or steps. How to do it? Sit tall in a chair, feet flat. Lift one knee toward your chest as high as comfortable, lower with control, then lift the other. Move with a rhythm, alternating sides. To make it more functional, reach opposite arm forward to mirror natural walking. Representatives and sets. Do 20 lifts, total 10 per side as one set to start. Repeat for 2 sets. Modifications. If sitting is not a challenge, perform standing marching near the chair for support. To progress, add ankle weights when comfortable. Tips and cues. Keep your spine long, do not slump. Breathe evenly. Picture yourself stepping easily up onto a curb. This is practice for that moment. Emotional note. Every lifted knee is a step toward reclaiming the simple joys of travel, dance, and going for a stroll without worry. Exercise 4. Side leg raises. Why this matters? Side leg strength supports hip stability, reduces hip pain, and makes walking steadier. How to do it? Stand behind a chair, hold lightly for balance. Shift weight to the left leg, and lift the right leg out to the side only as high as comfortable. Keep the foot flexed and the toe pointing forward. Lower back with control. Repeat on the other side. Representatives and sets. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions per side, 2 sets. Modifications. If standing is hard, do seated lateral leg raises using a resistance band or simply lifting the leg sideways while seated. If the leg swings, slow down and use smaller ranges. Tips and cues. Keep the torso upright, do not lean away. Think of sliding your leg along a wall. Breathe out as you lift, inhale as you lower. If you feel your lower back working too much, reduce the range. Progression. Once confident, add a gentle ankle weight or increase representatives slowly. Balance will improve naturally. Exercise 5. Mini squats to a chair. Why this matters? Squatting trains the entire lower chain, quads, glutes, hamstrings, and mimics bending down to pick things up safely. How to do it? Stand in front of a chair with feet hip distance apart. Sit back as if you are going to touch the chair with your bottom, then stand up before you fully sit. Keep knees tracking over toes, chest lifted, weight in the heels. Go to a depth that feels strong and safe. Representatives and sets. Start with 8 to 12 repetitions, 2 sets. Modifications. Use the chair as a safety buffer and sit all the way down if needed, then stand back up. Use your hands lightly on the chair back for balance if necessary. Safety note. If you have knee pain, reduce depth and focus on sitting back rather than letting knees travel forward. A physical therapist can help tailor depth to your needs. Emotional frame. Imagine reaching for something on a lower shelf and returning upright with ease. Each squat is practice for daily independence. Exercise 6. Step UPS. Why this matters? Step-ups are one of the most practical exercises for daily life. They improve single leg strength and confidence on stairs. How to do it? Use a low, sturdy step or the bottom stair of a staircase. Step up with your right foot, press through the heel, bring left foot to meet the right, then step down leading with the left foot. Repeat leading with the left side after a set. Representatives and sets. Do 8 to 10 steps per leg, 2 sets. Modifications. If a step feels too high, use a lower platform or even a thick book placed on the floor inside a larger step. Hold the railing for safety. If you cannot step up, practice seated marches or use a taller step with less height. Tips and cues. Drive through the heel on the stepping leg. Keep an upright posture. Move with control, not speed. Visualize climbing a short flight of stairs to visit a friend. Progression. Add more repetitions, increase step height gradually, or carry a small weighted object to increase challenge. Exercise 7. Single leg balance and reach. Why this matters: falls are more likely when balance is poor. This exercise combines balance and gentle reach to simulate real life. How to do it? Stand behind a chair. Shift weight onto your right leg and lift your left foot a few inches off the floor. Hold for 10 to 20 seconds if possible. When stable, reach forward with both hands to pick up a lightweight object from a low table, then return to standing. Switch legs. Representatives and sets. Hold balance for 3 attempts on each leg, working up to 3 holds of 30 seconds. For the reach, perform 5 reaches per leg. Modifications. Keep toes lightly on the floor for a modified single leg balance. Use the chair or wall for steadying and reduce reach distance. Tips and cues. Focus your eyes on a fixed spot in front of you. Breathe slowly. Think of the balance as a quiet, confident pose. Each second of balance is a deposit in your safety bank. Core integration and functional practice. Why this matters: strength without integration can feel useless. We want to practice sequences that mimic life. How to do it? Combine 2 or 3 moves in a mini routine. Example: stand to sit to stand, then 2 heel raises, then a step up, and finish with a single leg balance. Perform this circuit twice. This teaches your body to chain movements the way daily tasks do. Emotional coaching. When things get tricky in the sequence, slow down. Tell yourself, slow is steady, steady is safe, safe is freedom. Breathing and tempo. Why breathing matters: breath syncs with movement. Exhale on exertion, inhale on release. For strength moves, count a steady tempo, 2 seconds on the way up, 2 seconds on the way down. This reduces momentum cheating and builds real strength. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Rushing repetitions. If you rush, you lose muscle activation and increase risk. Slow down and use the tempo cues. Using the arms too much. When you use your arms to cheat, your legs do not get stronger. Use the chair only for balance, not for pushing. Shallow range. Small movement done well is better than big sloppy movement. Increase range gradually as you get stronger and pain-free. Frequency and progression plan. Start with 3 sessions per week on non-consecutive days. Each session will take about 20 to 30 minutes once you have learned movements. As strength grows, you can add a 4th day focused on balance or gentle walking. Week 1. Focus on learning form and breathing. Do 1 to 2 sets of each exercise. Week 2 to 3, increase to 2 to 3 sets and gently increase representatives. Week 4 to 8, add more integration, try single leg variations, and introduce light household weights if comfortable. Measure progress in function. Track how many times you can stand from a chair without using your hands, how long you can balance, and whether stairs feel easier. These are the truest measures of success. Safety and when to pause. If you feel sharp joint pain, dizziness, or chest discomfort, stop the exercises and contact your healthcare provider. Mild muscle soreness is normal and means tissue is adapting. Use common sense and listen to your body. Real examples and micro stories. Meet Rosa. She was hesitant to step outside after a minor fall. After 3 weeks of practicing sit to stand and step-ups, she reported walking to the market without fear. She did not add hours at the gym, She simply practiced movements that mattered. Meet Sam. He loved gardening but found kneeling and getting up painful. Adding heel raises, mini squats, and hip stability improved his confidence. He is back to tending his roses. These are not miracles. They are simple, consistent work combined with patience and belief. Motivation tools to keep going. Make a playlist of songs that make you feel capable. Put a sticky note on your chair as a reminder, just one set. Find a friend and check in once a week. Celebrate small wins like one more step on your walk. Closing routine, cool down and gratitude. Finish with gentle stretches. Seated hamstring stretch. Sit on the edge of a chair, extend one leg, flex the foot, hinge forward slightly for 20 to 30 seconds. Calf stretch on a wall for 20 to 30 seconds. Finish by standing tall, taking 3 deep breaths, and acknowledging your work. If this session helped you feel hopeful, subscribe to stay for more short, practical workouts for mature bodies. Comment below with which exercise felt the most challenging and which felt the most empowering. Tell me one thing you want to do again without fear and I will make a follow-up routine just for that. Which single movement would you like to master next? Climbing a flight of stairs without pausing, sitting and standing without using your hands, or walking up a curb with confidence? Tell me in the comments and I will show you how to conquer it. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be consistent and a little brave. Every time you rise from a chair, every tiny balance hold, every step up is reclaiming a piece of your life. Keep going.